Hey there, welcome to the Listen to Me channel. Welcome to today's episode of predicting Critical Role's next episode. I think it's episode 23. I really need to check before recording, but here we go. I'm going to shuffle off camera. We're going to start with the Lenormand first. We're going to hit the tarot, and then we're going to do a guidance for what the guidance is for the team. Whatever. Let's go. Okay. This was actually in the reverse, and I believe we had key last time. I don't remember. No, I think we had like the whip. At any rate, this, I don't know, whatever. All right, we have the key and the book. So this is something that's going to happen in the episode 23. I think I feel like there's going to be large, lore dumps or large informational dumps in this upcoming episode that's airing today. Super late on this one. Lore dumps that's going to be coming, a lot of secrets being unlocked, a lot of information. The previous episode, like I said in the previous prediction, was very sort of these are the, like, I feel like it was a summary, and also there was a lot of action information. So I feel like in this coming episode, it's finding out pertinent information to the main thread of things. So let's go into the tarot to see how we can flesh this out a lot more. I do want to say, I feel like it'll be, I was going to say, I really feel like it's going to be a slow build to getting this information, and then the chariot comes out and it's kind of fast. So I don't know. I feel like there's going to be, I feel like it's going to be a nice, chewy episode. A lot of information is going to be released and given to the Bell's house. I feel like there's probably going to be a dream sequence. Look, I'm just going to say this. I know some of the main elements that I keep biting on are this whole sort of Feywild thing. I'm not picking up on any sort of Feywild craziness here. But if there is, wow, like maybe they find some information out about the Longland. What's his name? The Nightmare King. So anyway, I just wanted to talk while shuffling because some information comes in. But let me finish shuffling off the camera, and I will be right back. Yeah, 100%. I feel like this is going to be an Imogen heavy-ish episode, or an Imogen leaning type episode. I do feel like we're going to get a dream, and this Nine of Swords tells me we're going to get a dream sequence. Now, whether it's going to be Imogen or Laudna, I don't know why I would say Laudna, but I'm feeling Imogen here. There's an actual book here with the Lenormand. Maybe we do find out about the missing pages. Probably not, or maybe a good lead towards those. I don't know, but maybe I'm stretching the Lenormand too thick here, but I feel like we do get an Imogen dream sequence, or in broad terms, a dream sequence. With the Hermit here, this does feel like an Imogen-ish energy. I know the creator of Imogen mentioned that Imogen wasn't meant to sort of be this timid and shy and scared of my type character. But that's how she's been, because she's been in a big city and those, tons of voices sort of coming through. But Imogen is kind of forceful, and she's headstrong in her own way. So it's interesting to see that dynamic play out. But I digress. I feel like there is something here going on with Imogen this episode. I feel like there is going to be something here with this episode. I feel like Orym might share a little bit more information about how he may not know how to move and where to go. There might be more than one dream sequence. I don't know. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, that's definitely dream stuff. But with the Seven of Cups is dreams and illusions and desires and the like. With it in reverse, I want to say there might be maybe two dream sequences from two different characters, sort of people being called out, old school style, campaign 2, can you leave the room? Oh, loved that. And maybe an element of the dream enters reality. So what could that mean? Can you clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse, please? Okay, the Page of Swords. Still kind of thinky, still kind of dreamy. So perhaps there is information gathered from this dream that enters reality in terms of where to go or a next lead that's quite substantial. With the Chariot here, it feels like things move pretty fast, or the team Bell's Hells have a good direction to go. And I feel like that's a pretty good bet. Either by the middle or the end of the episode or somewhere in between, they have a pretty good like path on where to go for the next few adventures, or for the next several days or something for them. Because even with the key in the book, I feel like a major, sort of happening in this episode is that they find out something that they can really sink their teeth into. I feel like someone is going to have, I'm going to say Orm. I don't know why, but I'm going to say Orm. Orm shares something. I feel like there's an Orm moment that is revealing or naked. Sort of like what he wants to do next or where he wants to go next, and how much his sense of justice might be tied to something here. There might be a moment in the episode where they avoid a fight. Yeah, avoid a fight, avoid a conflict, pivot away from that kind of thing. Now, the King of Wands. Okay, so last time, the King of Wands, I watched the episode and I feel like the King of Wands was definitely this sort of the world, aka the DM, GM. But the King of Wands here is still falling a little bit flat for me in terms of an actual character in the show, an actual Bell's Hell. So I still don't quite know who the King of Wands is here, but perhaps the King of Wands, I don't know. Let's go ahead and clarify. Can you clarify the King of Wands? The Magician. Okay, so this is the creator. This is the world, the powers that be, as above so below, as the DM so the game. So I am gonna stand with my King of Wands being the dungeon master. It's just what is the king contributing here to this episode? The lovers. Okay. Once again, I'm really sticking to this dream sequence. Mark my words, there has to be a dream sequence in this episode coming up. There might be some type of flashback, some type of relationship reveal. I know we got some relationship cards last time. I will say, with the episode last week being quite Ashton focused, he might get even a little bit more information about his past. We got a really huge dump on Ashton stuff. Ashton specific cards have not popped up, but maybe even those pages, right? The pages that Ashton took from the heist might be of relevance here, but I digress. The lovers. Okay, so the lovers is definitely sort of, amor, affection, a little woohoo, which then again is the King of Wands. That whole lean towards Fern / Chetney, or also the lovers is a choice. So what is the lovers here? Another choice, a crossroads. So I'm gonna say that our Bell's Hells are given some type of choice, some type of thread that they might need to follow, or some type of claim, like what is your stance on this, or what is your position on this. In this episode, they're given that by the powers that be, the world, aka the DM, GM. That's what I'm gonna say. And what is this? Ace of Swords here. The Sun in reverse. So someone finds out in this episode. I'm feeling two energies. I feel like two energies, find out something that is worrisome, or they share about it. This could lean into leak from previous episode of maybe Ashton sharing that kind of thing, but there's definitely something specific in this episode where someone has some type of thought or not a thought, like, yes, a thought. Look at that, 2 cups at the bottom of the deck. Not a thought, but like a moment, like a fall from grace of, I thought it would be this, but this is actually harder than I thought. Or it's kind of like that moment in life where you leave college and you think you think you're prepared for your degree because you did all these things that you needed to do, and your loans are due in 6 months, and you think, yeah, I'm definitely going to get a job in 6 months, and then it's coming down to like the 5th month and you haven't gotten a job, and there's maybe not as many interviews as you thought, and the ones that you've been on didn't work out the way you thought they would. And it's like, it's that kind of energy of like, wow, like this is going to take longer, this is going to require more. Like, it's that kind of, it's not a fall from grace, but it's this deflation. It's like an epiphany of sorts, but it's not the kind that you really want to have. I feel like a character has that, this sort of moment of truth, I guess. It's just not a glamorous moment of truth. I feel like it's sad. My bet is on Orem here, but again, we'll see how it goes. We're still establishing what energies, like whose energies are in the card. So far, I think we have the Knight of Pentacles down. I mean, that was awesome to see that. Ashton came up in the energy, and that was like an Ashton episode in the previous one, especially with the Tower in reverse and stuff about him. Like, I was snapping my hands when that prediction came to pass. That was awesome. So I am gonna feel like there's some type of Orem something here. With the Sun in reverse, I mean, maybe he does share. I'm getting this, like, I'm not sure if he shares more about his love in the past, or sort of being reluctant to love again, you know? Him potentially being reluctant to love again, and facing those sort of internal emotions of, like, betrayal to a partner that's past. But I digress. Anything else here? Interesting. So I feel like they do something. This is gonna be one of those phrases. They do something to do something another day. I feel like there's a moment where someone in the show, or one of the characters, is going to save something for another day. Either it's a fight, they've lived to fight another day, or it's an argument, or it's a point, not a combative point necessarily. It could be that's the way I'm thinking. I feel like there's a fight avoided, but there could be an exchange of words that's avoided for another day. That kind of thing. Eight of Cups is usually sticking around. This is leaving, but so I feel like something is postponed. Overall, with this 8 of Cups energy and this 5 of Wands in reverse. What is being offered here in the 4 of Cups? I feel like it's a new beginning. I really feel like my money's on Orem. I feel like Orem it's definitely Orem and these sort of threads of where to go, sure, but there's something here. I feel we'll see how this pans out in the episode, which is starting in 10 minutes as I'm recording this. I feel like there's something here that he is struggling with, and I want to say it's possibly feelings for someone. And he seems to have a real big Imogen lean. That's my thing. But I feel like the person that he's always trying to be around is Imogen. And that's a tactic that we kind of saw the creator of Orem use in a previous campaign. So I'm going to end this here and post this slightly before the episode airs. And if you've watched the episode, then, you know, this is, you can go, yes, no. I'd love to hear from you in the comments what you think. So we're going to see what they could, what could they in the show do? Like, what could they lean towards? Like, what's their guidance, right? What's their advice? Okay, 2 energies popped out, and that's the tribe and exchanging gifts. Okay, so I feel like they could stand to share a little more with each other. They could stand to have more heart-to-hearts and not be so secretive, I want to say. They could stand to share resources or ideas more better. And that there's possibly some characters that if only they opened up more, like, that would be really, really helpful. And there's maybe something here about working together with a group, exchanging with a group. So either exchanging information, this for this, or giving something of themselves. I'm getting sort of like flashbacks to the moment when the Corsairs, was it? I don't remember. When Imogen offered up her father's address to that one group to be like, hey, I'm, you know, this is, you know, that sacrifice that she kind of made of information in order to get them to trust the team. So I feel like there's, I know they're definitely in this, they ended the last episode in a new town with an establishment. So perhaps there's something here about maybe working better with that establishment and sharing better information. But yeah, there's a group of people, either the group themselves working together with themselves and being open with the information that they have in terms of backstory, as they would call it, or their own personal motivations that might be hidden. That's the guidance that's being given. If they could share more, that would be best. Okay. I'm done here. Let's go watch the episode if you haven't already. If you have, how did this fare with what you saw? How did this prediction go? Oh, and home authenticity. Yeah, being more authentic. Interesting. That card was flipped up in the deck. Cool. All right, keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye.